Hello friends, Samuel Graham doing TCGs yet again. Continuing on case 3 of Uprising for Flesh and Blood from Legend Story Studios. Having a good time with that so far. Filling up my garbage can a little too much. Go ahead and get both of these plastics opened. Get the first box of packs out here. This case has already been pretty awesome. Have seen 2 of the rare Marvel Dragons, 2 cold foil commons equipment, and an extended art common foil. So out of two boxes so far from this case, we're already looking pretty spicy. So let's see if we can continue the trend. So we had a transmogrify, and then we got a transmogrify. How about that? The first pack out of both other boxes so far had a big hit, so not so much this time. But we do see a dragon with Necria, and right behind that, second pack bringing some heat with Spreading Flames in Majestic Foil, which is just a cool piece of art. Who's that one? Faisal Fikri? Brilliant work on that card. Absolutely brilliant. So yeah, that's not too bad of a first 2 packs. Rainbow Foil Majestic, Rainbow Foil Rare. Is this where our first Rainbow Foil Common comes in? Yes, it is, Ice Bolt. That's one of the things. I know that there's like the Ashwing. There's a cold foil and like a Marvel version of that. I haven't seen one of those yet. I would love to have something like that pop up. Obviously, like, hey, you want something really cool and valuable to pop up? Duh, tips. You know, every now and then I state the obvious. That was Uprising, a Majestic that I, when being greedy, completely glossed over, which is a pretty cool piece of art. Named after the set. Or maybe the set's named after it. That must be it. And then we got a wrong stack card right there. We got Invoke Mirror Guy for another dragon. I guess I should show both sides. And nothing there yet. I know that some of the, like Phoenix Flame and I think Ash both have a cool version. I might be mistaken on exactly that both of them do, but I think that feels true. We got a Permafrost Rare and nothing there. So I don't know. I'm a little concerned that I pulled so much awesomeness out of the first 2 boxes of this case that I'm not going to see anything as neat. Searing Touch in this opening of the other 2 boxes from this case. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. That'd be nice. There is Semblance for Majestic. I feel like there's a way to make Semblance really good for Illusionist. The negate all Phantasm triggered effects of target Illusionist attack you control loses and can't gain Phantasm. See, and it's an instant, so I guess like that's a pretty cool card. There definitely is a use for that. Maybe for like a dragon if you're trying to keep it in the field. The one I thought I am completely spacing on the name. Hey yo, Majestic Dragon. So I guess all of the legendaries are majestic. So that's Tumultai. So you can only have 1 per deck. So that's still pretty awesome though. Um, I'll need to take a look at that because I think I had pulled a couple of Tumultize anyway and didn't pay attention to the fact that it was legendary, so I really only need one. There's a Combustion Point, Majestic, which is awesome looking. Strategic Planning is a foil. And nothing there. The other thing I noticed, so the dragon checklist, since the dragons are double-sided, I didn't pay attention to the fact that that's supposed to be like the insert in your deck. You note on there which one it is. All right, we got a cold foil common, Glacial Horns. It's never a sad day to see, especially a cool looking cold foil. I completely lost track of what I was saying. Though, still, that Semblance card, back to that. Oh, I wish I wasn't blanking on the name of that. The really nasty looking thing. Invoke Kromai. That is a 13 attack. Anything to... I just feel like this is too expensive because you already have to have basically had something poofed. I feel like if you've paid for something that got poofed and then paid for that, oh, I almost went by without actually giving the dragon its due. You probably don't have the pitch to also pay 3 for Semblance. I can see that there might be times in special situations where you would have the ability to do it. But, like, I feel like that's where I would want it to work, and I don't think that it would actually work that way. Ooh, that's a good Majestic foil. Double Strike is a cool card in the first place, but a foil one, heck yeah. So 2 Majestic Rainbow foils this box. We still got a little bit over a quarter of the box left. Frightmare, that's the card I was trying to think of. So yeah, it costs 3, but so does Semblance. And only if Illusionist attack action has been destroyed by Phantasm this turn. Like that just... the cost to actually make that work feels prohibitive to use those two together. Not to say that there's not some other combo for either Frightmare or Semblance. There absolutely is going to be something to make those work, and probably already is that I just haven't paid attention to since I haven't played, since I kind of gave up on the idea of Illusionist originally. Thamai, which is still one of the, I think that's a cool looking one. Hey, Frosting. Primary food group. I mean, there's probably already something in place that would get that done. I just wish those would work together. But hey, I'll fiddle with it. See if I can make something work. This is another one that I think is really cool looking. With all the like moss and plants growing on it. I just think that's a really good piece of dragon art from Othon Nicolaitis. Great work. Great artwork. And nothing back there. Oh, I was talking about the dragons. Yeah, so you, on the checklist, you note which one it is in the place of in your deck, and you just have them off to the side. Alright, we got a rainbow foil equipment common. And similar to like a proxy, but since it's a double-sided card, so you don't have to like take it out of your sleeve, blah blah blah. You can just have it in a clear sleeve off to the side if you wanted to, and go from there. I think that's a cool concept, and I completely whiffed on that when I was first looking at that token. That makes a lot of sense. Hey, another copy of the brilliant piece of art, Thaw. And even better than that, more frosting. 2 packs left in the first box of this video. Transmog, Red Hot, Sift Rare, and nothing there. So this is honestly, this is the weakest box of this that I've opened so far, I think. Vincerakai. So cool too. Skittering Sands Blue. And yeah, so this is definitely the weakest box I've opened, but I still like have a gold foil, I have a rainbow foil, I got 2 majestic rainbow foils, and 6 majestics, one of which is one of the majestic dragons. I mean, there's nothing too much to complain about there. It might be weak, but it's not like a catastrophic no cold foil, no foil majestic, no good majestic. Like, I mean, oop, this one tried to stay in the box, so it's our first one this time. I mean, even just the art for Thaw makes the whole thing worth it. Alright. The pack that tried to run away, or tried to stay in the box. Tried not to run away, I guess, as the case would actually be. Alright, we got a majestic in that one. Is that all you got? Ice Bolt, and alright, nah. Is that all you got? The majestic that popped up, and that's what I want to ask the pack after it was hiding in the box. Alright, second pack, we got another majestic already. Insidious Chill. First time we've seen that one this case, I believe. And nothing there. So I'll be curious to see. So there was the first 2 boxes I opened of this case were marvelous. And then the first box of this opening for the second half of the case was less so. I'm wondering, well, Silent Stilettos. There is our cold foil common equipment. That's really pretty in cold foil, actually. It's a nice piece of art already, but it's really pretty in cold foil. I'm curious to see if this box follows the trend like all the goodies were in the other 2 boxes. We got Uvia. Oh yeah, because there's the extended art common rainbow foil too. We had the extra neat goodie in there. Sand cover. Not extra neat, but it was extra and neat. I guess it's extra neat too. I'll give it that credit. I don't mean to shortchange it. Hey, Tomo Duplicity. I hadn't seen one of those yet at all, and I think that's the second one this case for the majestic. I like that. We like our tomes. As a general rule, tomes are good. People like tomes. I like books. Reading's good. So somebody asked me in the, I did my not TCGs video a ways back, and somebody asked me, I mentioned that I like to read, and somebody asked me what I had. Hey, Erase Face. That's a good majestic. That's a really good majestic. Asked me what I was reading right now. What are y'all reading right now? I know what I told them. finished rereading The Silmarillion, which is one of my favorite all-time works of fiction. Invoke Necria for a rare dragon. And a Rainbow Foil Silken Form common equipment. One of my all-time favorite works of fiction. Just read that again. Let's see, just started listening to the audiobook of Sanderson's Mistborn series. There's Mirror Guy again. I'm reading an advanced copy, or one of the review copies, not for sale copies, of a book that a friend of mine wrote. Checking that out. I read lots of different stuff. I try and read some kind of, I don't talk about it a whole lot on here, I don't guess. I'm a, take the tempo, majestic. I am a person of faith, as you might say. And so I read some things that have to do with that. Some that I agree with, some that I don't. Try not to live in an echo chamber either. Hey, Kyloria. And hypothermia again. I think I pulled a foil hypothermia in the front end of this case as well. So I've read some of that. I am also about to read, I really enjoyed the TV series, The Last Kingdom on Netflix. And it's based on a series of novels. I picked up the first 2 books of that, so I'm going to get into that. I've been trudging. I say trudging. I enjoy it. It's not like it's a chore. I've been going kind of slowly, I'll phrase it that way, through some of the audiobooks of the Witcher novels. So yeah, that's what I have been reading lately. Tell me, other than Invoke Chromai, any of y'all that read, what are you reading? Anything good? What you got? Let me know. Burn them all. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure I've pulled a copy of that yet either. That might be my first. That's pretty cool. So yeah, let me know what you're reading. Or if you read. You might not like to read. Tell me that too. That's fine. I'll only give you a hard time for that if I know you in real life. And only then because you give me heck about other things. Invoke Asvalai, Dragon, Flame Wave, and nope. So we're down to the last 5 packs of this case. So still, I think that's probably what it's going to end up being, is that the heftiest items were front loaded there. Which is fine, because we got 2 Marvels in the first 2 boxes, and I'm betting it's roughly a Marvel every 2 boxes. Non-foil hypothermia. I'm betting that's what I'm running into, is that I hit that on the front end. And Thamai again, Lava Vein. Oh, well, at least there's that. We may not have gotten another Marvel or Legendary, but we did at least get another cold foil for this box. That's alright. We can live with that. And last pack of the video, last pack of the box, last pack of this case. Invoke Yendurai again, which is just dumb gorgeous. Rise from the Ashes, which is another great piece of art. Who's this one? Jessica Suti? Fantastic work. And nothing fancy in the back. But, you know, as far as weaker boxes go, it still isn't really too bad. I mean, the Hypothermia Rainbow Foil, I mean, Double Strike especially, but Spreading Flames is another good Majestic. We still got 3 total cold foils in these 2 boxes, Sleeves, Stilettos, and Glacial Horns. And then what was our Majestic total? I bet it's right at 12. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Majestics. So made up for it a little bit there, especially some really pretty cool ones. Burn Them All. I don't know if I'd pulled one of those yet. Take the Tempo, Erase Face, Tome, Thaw. I think Frightmare is cool. I know a lot of people don't like it. Combustion Point, the Dragon. Like, there may not have been one of the big hits in this particular opening in these 2 boxes. I still have a hard time thinking, oh, and our 2 rainbow foil equipment too. I have a hard time feeling like this was a big bad case opening any of that. It may have been average, but I've had boxes that I think I talked about this either last video or earlier this one. I don't even know anymore. Like, I've had boxes that I opened and I felt bad about, and this really isn't one of them. Like, I don't mind this pull at all. I can live with that. You know what else I can live with? Being thankful that you guys spend some time with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you like what you see, if you've been coming around a bit, like, subscribe. Get updates when I go live. I say go live. I've only gone live once. That was kind of fun. And it wasn't even really live. It was the premiere thing. Beside the point. When my videos go live, which right now is typically Tuesday and Thursday mornings, I throw the occasional odd one out. I did an extra one for doing a full case break, first weekend for Uprising. You know, I'll do different things here and there as the need arises. But overall, just I appreciate you being here, even if it's just for a quick visit. Every little bit of your time. I know your time is valuable. Thank you for spending some of it with me. I really do appreciate it. And thank you very much for just, all the people who have been shown kindness and really been supportive of me. As my channel has, it's not huge, but as it's grown, I really appreciate that. And there are some of you that definitely the way you have supported, it wouldn't have grown otherwise. It really gave me the kick in the butt and just kind of the encouragement that I needed ultimately. So thank you. Some of you already know who you are. I give shout outs as much as possible, but I'll try not to belabor the point. But I appreciate everyone who's here, one way or the other, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of the day. Bye, y'all.